They say you never forget your first love. And I can't either. He was funny, popular, and really cute. When we first started dating, I was really into him. I loved all the attention he showed me. But things change. One day, my boyfriend asked me to send him a sexy picture of myself. He said he wanted a reminder of me for when we were apart. At first, I wasn't crazy about the idea at the time, but the more he brought it up, the more he asked, the less of a big deal it seemed. I started worrying that he'd leave me if I didn't send him a pic. I didn't want to lose him. One night, I gave in and sexted him. Everything seemed to be going great until spring break. That's when I found out he was cheating on me with one of my best friends. The boyfriend of my dreams turned out to be nothing more than a nightmare. But the nightmare was just beginning. After we broke up, my ex sent the pic I sexted to a few of his friends. Before you know it, it was everywhere. I became the joke of my school. I was called whore, slut. The girls I thought were my friends stopped speaking to me altogether. At first, I was devastated. I felt dirty, betrayed. It was hard to face everyone at school. My grades began to slip, and at times I just felt like dropping out. My parents kept asking me what was wrong, but how could I tell them? They'd kill me. After a while, I was just plain mad. I knew I did a stupid thing, but my boyfriend had no right to do what he did. He ruined my life. I needed to answer for his actions. The more I thought about it, the angrier I got, and finally I couldn't take it anymore. So I went down to the police station and spoke with an officer. The officer listened patiently while I explained everything that had happened. When I was through, I asked what my options were, if I could press charges. What she said caught me off guard. The officer told me I seemed like a bright girl, but what I did wasn't very smart at all. She then informed me that charges could be filed against him, but the moment I engaged in sexting, I lost control of my privacy and created much bigger problems for myself. I was like, bigger problems? I was totally embarrassed and humiliated. I had no friends, no boyfriend, and a bad rep. How could things get worse than that? The officer said that since sexting violates most school policies, my school could have expelled me and reported the incident to the police. She also told me minors who send, receive, and/or forward sex could find themselves facing criminal charges. In fact, I violated the law by sexting him in the first place. Looking back, I'm not proud of what I did. But I am proud of myself for speaking up. I still live in fear that someday someone will see the sexting photo of me online and I'll have to go through this nightmare all over again. I wish I had never given in.
Sexting is a growing problem facing teens today.
But what you may not know is sexting is a crime.
Sending,
Receiving,
or forwarding sexually explicit content can get you expelled from school.
or even arrested.
If you're sexted, speak up.
Be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem.
Sexting is sharing sexually suggestive content, videos, or photos using any form of electronic communication. Text messaging, instant messaging, email, social media. Sending a single sext can create a long list of problems. Digital information can last forever. That private sext is no longer private. Your classmates can see it. Your teachers can see it. Your family can see it. Sexual predators could see it. Anybody can see it. Sexting will embarrass and humiliate you, violate school policies, it could get you expelled, ruin your reputation, make you a target for bullies. Unfortunately, the damage you can sustain from sexting does not stop there. Sexting is a crime. Minors who send, receive, and forward sext messages will find themselves facing criminal charges. You'll be surprised by how quickly sexting goes from a misdemeanor to a felony, which sends you to jail for more than a year. Here's our point. Sexting is simply not worth the trouble it can cause you. Play it smart from the start. Don't share photos or videos you wouldn't want others to see. Don't give in to pressure. If you receive suggestive comments or images, don't respond or forward them to anyone. Instead, speak up and tell someone, a teacher, parent, or contact the police. Stay away from websites that post suggestive comments or images. If you are directed to one, leave it immediately. Be careful with people you meet online, especially those you don't know personally. Remember, sexting is a crime. It only takes a single sext to create problems that can follow you for the rest of your life. So be smart. Don't sext. Speak up.